Good morning, evening, dear night, candidates, and kind ladies and gentlemen who quest or troll the wonderful land of YouTube. My name is Trolombo, and welcome to what is basically a bit of a minor update, and at the same time a green screen keying test. So, the main reason why we haven't been uploading, well, there's two reasons as we'll get into it. One of the main reasons is the fact that we have to basically balance work and trying to basically make videos, which is basically just a hobby, so you're always gonna need to make sure that you're well rested for work and just basically go to work. That always comes in first. So yeah, there's that, and there's the fact that it's both me and Metal now. And when we were doing videos, I was basically in college and I did jack shit. Still past college. It was just basically the fact that I was just had more time because I had nothing to do basically, apart from going to classes whenever they were actually mandatory. But that aside, so it's me, Metal, and potentially also Perry is gonna get a job relatively soon. So when all of us are working, we will have less time. But it does bring with it its own benefits. The fact that we're all working basically means that we have more money. Yeah, that basically translates to the solution to the second reason that we haven't really been doing much when it comes to YouTube. I'm very critical myself when it comes to a few things. First, it would be audio. When audio quality is really horrible in a video, it just makes me want to turn away and just click something else. That's just the first thing that there's no reason to have like really shitty audio. I mean, it can be a bit like, it doesn't have to be perfect, but like that shitty like headset microphone quality that sounds very thin and nasally. No, I just fucking hate that. That just immediately turns me away. So that's the first thing. We basically had that covered for a while now. But something that's also, well, very closely related to that is like basically the visual aspect of videos. And one of the most important things there is the lighting, basically. The fact that you have a video that's like really shitly lit. I mean, it just basically, it doesn't have the same effect. I have a bit more leeway when it comes to lighting, and I wouldn't really click off of a video as easily as I would when it comes to shitty audio, but it does still have its effect. So that's why at this point we have the light boxes. There's 3 of them. There's 2 there and there's 1 up there. And then we have basically the green screen to make the background disappear, which we don't always need, but it's just there because I'm gonna do the test. So what I want to see is if this green screen, you can still see when I'm moving, there's a bit of shadows. I wonder how that will translate into the keying itself when I do the test. That's what the test is going to be mainly for. I wanted to see how precise the lighting has to be to basically get a decent keying effect. So if everything goes well, this green like tarp or whatever we will call it behind me is gonna change into something completely different. It's not a man with 3 buttocks, but it's clearly a something. Let's see if if the shadows of me moving, because the light can't really reach here, it seems, if that's gonna fuck up the keying effect. Let's do it way up high. Let's do this fitness routine. Come on, people, do it. Whatever. So yeah, that should be enough, and we could basically make out the fact if this keying is basically going to work or not. Thing is, this green screen, you can't see it because you're seeing a very small portion of it being... it's about half of it. It's about 3 meters wide, so it does take up a lot of space, and it could even go higher than it goes now, and it does have a portion that you could slink across the floor. So, thing is, you have probably seen when we do a video, you have basically those silly poses of us outside, where we had to basically go around it with Photoshop, going around it with pen tool and shit. That's a thing of the past. We can just do some silly photo shoots, take those pictures, just remove the green background, and we're done. So that saves us a lot of time on those, and we could be more dynamic with those, so that's a good thing. Other things is, I actually needed this for, believe it or not, for Cholumbo's Burger Bonanza. That's another reason why we got the green screen. I'm thinking of doing something with it when it comes to basically the presentation of the show itself, like, and starting it up. One thing I can definitely give away that we are definitely going to use this for showing off which ingredients you need. I think I'm going to basically put the desk that I'm sitting at now under the green screen and just make the tarp go over it, and then make the ingredients appear on the table so that we basically have the ingredients appear and we have the entire table and we can scale it down if we want to, because now it was basically either we had to set up the ingredients beforehand and then see like, okay, that looks good, let's set them up like that again, and we didn't really take pictures for references. That would have been easier, but I mean, it's still going to be easier just putting it up here, and because it's on a green screen and because there's no actual background, we can still scale it down if it becomes too big. So, yeah, when it comes to the setting up the ingredients, this is definitely going to help us further ahead. So, this does help us with a lot of silly things. Maybe even potentially use it for some type of sketches or some random bullshit, or maybe even propose a challenge where basically me or Metal just basically do some silly poses, and then we have to each basically edit each other's poses in front of green screen. We can do some silly shit with this, and we can definitely use it for a few different things. But yeah, that's basically a bit of a heads up so people know what they can basically expect. I don't know about a schedule yet. I think it will be 2 videos a week when we actually get back to it. There's probably not gonna be like we used to do daily videos at one point, which was a good exercise at that point, because what we basically needed to do was just basically make videos so that we could basically get used to making videos. And as we don't really want to get into a daily grind, or we don't really want to do anything with this channel, as in when it comes to like get some commercial gain from it or whatever, we don't really need to do daily. We just need to basically do an amount of videos that satisfies us, because that's the main reason we're doing it, for our own fun, basically. So yeah, bi-weekly would be probably it. Something random on Wednesday, and food and burgers potentially on Monday. So that's gonna be what I think is gonna be the schedule. It just comes down to who's editing what. Well, I guess that's basically it. So the only thing left to say is I'll catch you in an actual video.